Hi, Year 8, and welcome to Kappa. I'm Mrs. Herchka, one of the visual arts teachers at Kalara High School, and I'm going to be talking you through the Year 9 subject selections in Kappa. So we have visual arts, photographic and digital media, ceramics, visual design, and music. So visual arts isn't just for the students that are natural drawers and painters, as it's a really hands-on course. It's about getting you thinking creatively, solving problems within your art, but really trying to specialize and spend extended periods of time on building your skills and your practice in art. So over the 2 years, you get to do some ceramics, some painting, printmaking, drawing, photography, and jewelry design. So the first part of the Year 9 course involves a ceramic unit, and students create large form and large size ceramic vessels. Secondly, you get to explore a printmaking unit, and this is about layering different surfaces together. So that would include some embossing work, working with monoprinting, and also either acetate or lino work. And it's about creating a collection of works rather than singular pieces. So almost like a mini body of work where you're spending more time and only doing 2 different units throughout 1 year so that you get an extended time to build your practice and understanding. In Year 10, it's a still life unit called Observed Objects, and it's about traditional practice of painting on a canvas, looking at still life objects. And then we move into a design unit, which you get to use some resin, some wax mold casting in order to make a silver ring. And it's a process that you wouldn't have done before. It's something very specialized and an opportunity to make essentially your own line of jewelry. And it's a lot of fun. So in visual arts, you get to work with a range of different mediums, but you also get to work on these particular units for a longer period of time. So it's an in-depth study, and you get to really refine your practice over a longer period of time. Most of the courses are 60% in terms of practical weighting, and it's about you really starting to take ownership and build on these natural interest areas that you have. Photographic and digital media is a specific photography course that explores both digital and analog practices. So, of course, you get to work in the Mac Lab in G Block, looking at Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and really harnessing these skills in the areas of photography and film. The fun part is you get to use the DSLR cameras on a daily basis. And it's really trying to get you to move away from clicking your camera onto auto and into the world of manual settings, so aperture and shutter speed and long exposure. Year 9 is in photography. It's a fundamental course, and you need the understanding of the Year 9 information in order to continue with the Year 10 course. So it starts off with looking at basic composition, framing, lighting, tone, how to balance this in your camera and the light readings and so on. Then looking at speed and how images differ when you change the speed within a shot. Then looking at the world itself. How can we capture things around us in a unique way? How do artists really get vibrant colour? How to create interesting shapes and shadows and positive, negative space? Really to build up these skills of how to take a great photograph. Then in Year 10, we take a step back in time and work in the darkroom. And this is where you get to look at the traditional black and white analog practice of photography. So you get to use SLR cameras, creating your own film and then processing your own film, processing your own photographs down in the darkroom in G Block. Year 10 also comes back to a digital program, but we do turn it into a self-directed project where you can explore a chosen area of interest and a chosen area of technical skill that you'd like to pursue to create your own collection of works. So in photography, you get to explore both digital and analog practices. It's 70% practical based, and it's a really good starting point for students to start building up a portfolio of your work so far. And of course, the best bit, you don't need to have your own camera. You can use the equipment at school, you can loan that at home or over the holidays and use in your own time as well. Ceramics and visual design is as it says, a ceramics or clay-based art making course. Over the 2 years, you get to work with a variety of different surface treatments, but also different types of clay. There's different processes involved, including slip casting, working with the pottery wheel, and so on. You'll create your own series of works using different techniques. And, of course, again, it's building up that the time that you spend is extended rather than chopping and changing between units. You get really in-depth practice with ceramics specifically over the 2 years. So in general, the visual arts course range between 60 to 70% practical based. It's about specializing and enhancing the skills and the interests that you already have and working and pushing and developing those. It's about starting your portfolio. So as an artist, you can have image samples and photographs of what you're doing in the classroom to be able to use in future, but also working in specific workshops, specialist techniques, and some excursions over the 2 years. Music is a course that offers students who are specifically performers or composers the chance to work and gain lots of experience performing in a hands-on way at school. So getting you up and performing in front of an audience is a real focus of this course. Whether that's in a group or as a solo artist, you'll get to experience a range of different styles, different ways of performing, and also different genres that you study over the course. And as I was saying, you do get to perform regularly, and that's a big push to develop your confidence in this area. And that would include music nights and busking competitions at school, MAD Festival, and even the school musical. You do get to work with specific software that's relevant to the industry, including Audio Sauna, GarageBand, Sibelius, Acapella. And in the theatre, we do have a recording studio that you will get to use to produce your own scores, also play around with different techniques like mixing, looping, and other microphone techniques. You do get to investigate a range of musical styles. So it's not just one set genre that you have to look at. You get to explore different areas of interest, so you get a wide breadth of understanding of music and how you can build that into your own performances. So in Year 9 music, it's 60% practical based. Again, it's really about developing your confidence, working with others, and having opportunities to perform to a live audience. Workshops are available to look at specialist techniques and, of course, excursions to theatres or different shows to help really build on that whole overall music experience. We've got a list of frequently asked questions, and these are questions that students will often come back and ask. So hopefully that can alleviate some immediate questions that you might have about some courses in Kappa. Otherwise, I'd love to see you. Come and see me in the upstairs G Block staff room of Kappa. I'm Mrs. Herchka, and we'd love to talk about having you in our courses next year. Thank you very much.